Boom, what it is, boys and girls. It's your man 50 grand, Scott Stockton. I'm back for another review. Today I wanted to tell y'all all about my portrait beast, my current portrait beast. And we're talking about the Canon 50 RF 1.2. Bam! But before we get into the video, y'all know the rules. Smell good, video gonna be good. Let's get it. Okay, so Canon's RF lineup obviously isn't the most extensive, and it hurts that there's no third-party glass currently. I know a few companies have tried and they're trying to push back. I eventually think that Sigma and Tamron will get the nod and go ahead and be able to produce lenses. That being said, Canon has a 50 1.8. They do have an extensive line of professional glass. I'm talking about 1.2s and 2.8s for professionals out there. You know, not across the board, but like for a wedding photographer, 70 to 200 2.8. We got the 50 1.2. We got an 85 1.2. This year they're rumored to have a 35 1.2 coming out. But they do have a load of 1.8s that might be a little pricier than people would expect, but it's okay. But that's not what we're here for. Today I want to tell you about this guy right here. And I want to start by saying I usually haven't been a fan of the 50 millimeter focal length. I know that 50 is as close to how the real eye sees things without compressing or warping and things like that. I know Tamron at one point produced a 45 millimeter because they said that that was more natural to how we see things versus a 50. That being said, we got the 50 1.2 here. I tried him out this year. I rented him and immediately fell in love and bought it. I used to shoot all my weddings and my portrait sessions with a 35 1.4 and an 85 1.4. And I would just say, if I needed to get tighter, I'd go with the 35. If I wanted to pull back and get some compression and some bokeh, I'd walk back and get that with the 85. I felt like the 50 millimeter focal length was kind of like in a Goldilocks zone. It kind of puts you in between both. And I've just been getting a lot of joy out of it. So if you don't shoot with the 50, you might want to give this bad boy a try. And if you don't shoot with Canon, let's say you shoot with Sony. I know Nikon's Z system has a 50 1.2. I think the 1.2 is special. When I shot with Sony, I had the G Master 50 1.2, and that lens was special as well. But today I want to tell you about this one. The Canon 50 1.2. Now, while it is an amazing lens, it's going to set you back. Okay, it's going to set you back. We're looking at around $2,100 right now, and it's currently on sale. I think I checked Adorama, I checked B&H. It is currently on sale for $2,100, so that's a steal. Not really, probably for most folks out there. I think it normally retails around $2,300. Right now it's at $21, so if you want to jump on it, go get it. So it is pretty expensive. If you compared this to the older EF version, it's like half the price, even less than half the price of this guy here. And it pairs well with the adapter to RF, so that is an option for you. That being said, and I know that there's some old lore about the EF 50 1.2 that it had produced amazing. It had just it had kind of a character to it, that lens, the EF one. It produced a lot of sun flare and had a lot of cool light things going on when you shot like against the sun. This guy's will give you some of that, not as much, but he's more perfected. Like you can shoot him wide open at 1.2 and get some of the sharpest images you'll ever see. This paired with any of the full frame, I guess all of the mirrorless cameras for Canon right now, you're not going to miss. The autofocus is amazing. This guy with on any of those bodies works perfectly, and it just produces gorgeous images, y'all. It is a little heavy, but like as I've said before, like I typically don't compare about the weight of lenses. Like I just don't give a shit. Especially if you're a wedding photographer. and a wedding photographer that does a lot of off-camera flash like I do. My bag, my kit on a wedding day is already heavy as shit. A 50 millimeter lens that weighs double another isn't gonna be what's gonna break my back. That being said, on a side tangent, because your boy goes on side tangents, that 28-70 f2, I'm sitting here saying I don't complain about weight. That thing is too damn heavy. You could for sure be hitting some PRs and getting your workouts on with that bad boy. Something that I like about all these RF lenses, on most of them, you get some programmable control rings. This guy right here. If I'm being honest, maybe this is more for video. For me, I don't program these. I find that I end up bumping it up against things and changing stuff. So initially I thought it would have been cool or a cute idea just to set this to ISO, so I never have to have my thumb in the back doing that. I just don't use it, but it is a nice option to have it there if you do prefer to program things like that. So if we want to talk just about the performance of this guy, I've already told you that the autofocus paired with the Canon mirrorless professional bodies is dope. It's amazing. You're going to hit every time, and wide open. I think it's important for me, wide open, to be getting tack sharpness. That's something you're not going to get with the EF version that you definitely get with this guy. The colors and the tones that come from the images out of this lens paired with these bodies it's amazing. Like this, that's kind of why I left. It's part of the reason why I left Sony to Canon, and I'm not trying to start a war right now. I know Sony produces dope images. So does Nikon. Nikon's RAW files are amazing. But with this guy here and the Canon bodies, I just enjoy the colors and the tones and everything that comes out of these systems. And that's one of the reasons why I left. But you're getting tack sharpness here. This guy here has 32,000 aperture blades. Okay, I'm fucking around. I don't know how many aperture blades are in here. I don't know how many motors are in here. How many of them are supersonic and, you know, Sonic fast food and Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't pay attention to shit like that. I just slap it on a body and I walk around, do my shoots, and see what happens, right? That's really what I do with this. I do not care so much about how many grams it weighs, how many motors are in here, how many aperture blades. None of that. How does it perform when I'm out in the field? And it performs amazingly. This is my #1 go-to portrait lens right now, whether it's a wedding day or I'm shooting engagements. Damn, I should have turned that light on. Boy, the sun is setting and my front light is starting to get shitty. I'm apologizing to y'all. I'll set this better up next time. That being said, if you are invested in Canon's mirrorless systems, get the 51.2. This is, for me right now, the best portrait lens you can buy. So with that being said, like, subscribe, comment if you will. I'm going to roll on out of here, and in doing that, I'm going to show you guys some behind the scenes of me shooting with this bad boy and some sample shots. Thanks for tuning in, and I will have some more videos for y'all this week. Happy Halloween. Leave me in the comments if you do Halloween, if you got some kiddos out there running around. Tell me what y'all are going as. Maybe suggest what I should go as. I don't know. I'm still undecided. I'm thinking about going as an office character. Thanks for tuning in. Love y'all. Tune in next time. Peace. I overshoot every detail. Get backs, sides, fronts, all that stuff. Okay. Let me turn the flash on. Let's see what we get here. Oh, that's cool. 70. Okay. 2, 3. Oh, I love that. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. Little smile. We're getting married today, baby. Let's get us. There we go. Okay, we're good. Looking at each other. Okay, get a little kiss here. Okay, both arms up on his arms. He's whispering something. It's got to be a cheat meal. Something wrong with you. 3. Love me tender. We can get a little kiss here. We can go. Okay, rest. Do that one more time. I'm gonna pass back. Let me get both of you looking at each other while you're pounding that.
It's an interesting way to put that.
Pound that. There we go.
Oh, that's
Okay.
really cute. Yeah, this is
Let me
pretty.
get y'all.
That was pretty.
I'm gonna have y'all leaning. Love that. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna back up a little more here.
That sticker expired. So flip your left hair behind your back. Flip behind your back. There you go.
But I will.
Just in case.
I'll get it this time with y'all looking at each other for this one. Oh, this is crazy. 1, 2, 3. Now both of you look at each other, and on 3 say yeah.